Okay guys, tracking apps, are they any good? Yeah, they're good. They're good as a starting block. Okay, why are they good as a starting block? Because they give you the opportunity to track your calories in and your calories out. They give you an idea, an estimate as what you would need to function as a human being on a daily basis, okay? But they are not individual and unique to you as an individual, okay? Now, they're good to give you the idea and concept of what is needed. Like I said, calories in, calories out, and an idea of expenditure, what you would burn in a day, not even with activity, and they give you the concept of eating into a calorie deficit to lose weight. That's fantastic, but it's also not great because it can be too drastic. We have something what's called calorie ceiling, okay? Say your name is Joe Blogs. Joe Blogs gets MyFitnessPal as an example, okay? He puts in the relevant data and the rate he wants to lose so much weight. He decides that he needs 2,500 calories a day. He wants to lose weight at such a pace, he's going to eat 2,100 calories a day. Now, he may actually, in fact, be able to eat to what's called his calorie ceiling, which could be a lot higher. Now, this is something you as an individual need to calculate and find for yourselves. So as an example, he is eating 2,100. The app's calculated he could eat 2,500 as a maximum. Now, he may in fact be able to eat 2,600, 2,007, 2,008. He might even be able to sit at 2,800 calories and still lose body fat, which is fantastic. That's what we want. Now, would you not rather lose body fat, get leaner, get that aesthetic physique you're after, and have optimal energy and efficiency in your training and physical and mental well-being in your daily activity? Of course we do. We all know it's hard when you're doing a diet, whether it's preparing for a competition, a holiday, a photo shoot, or you just want to look good, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that the less we eat, the leaner we get. That's completely the wrong concept. And in most circumstances, it will actually reverse the process and you will stop losing weight. The reason behind this, if you eat into too much of a deficit, your body will then decide, it'll work out what calories are coming in and what it needs as a BMR, your basic, to maintain and sustain. Then you've got your activity suspense over the top of that, okay? And brain function and all the rest of it. So let's say you're eating 2,000 calories a day, okay? Your body might actually need, as a minimum function, to eat 2,300, 2,400, 2,500, okay? So what it's going to do is it's going to start playing clever, because your body is a living organism. It's extremely clever, okay? And it can think for itself. Every cell thinks for itself. It's got its own activity, okay? And what it will do is it will work out, hang on a minute, I've got to sustain this amount of soft tissue, i.e. living muscle, on a daily basis, and I've got to do all this exercise this person is telling me I've got to do, all right? My brain is saying I've got to do this, 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 and this. I've got to maintain immune system. I've got to maintain my hair, my skin, my eyesight, my hearing, okay? Mental function, mental well-being, okay? All that kind of stuff your body's trying to do. But hang on, you're not putting enough calories in. You're eating far too little. So what's your body going to do? Your body is actually going to do the wrong thing, which is take away some of that living tissue that you've worked so hard to build and make, okay? So it's going to start breaking down muscle tissue and soft tissue. It's going to start combusting that and trying to use it as an energy source for a start, because one, it can try and use that as an energy, and two, it's also not going to have to feed it. So it's less calories needed in, okay? So it's going to start going, let's take a bit of that bicep, let's take a bit of that pectoral, let's take a bit of that quad, and it's going to start eating into those muscles, making them smaller, and hence making you catabolic, okay? And it's going to start breaking down all that muscle tissue. We don't want to lose out on hard work and hard gains that took so long. It's too long to make it, but too quick to lose it. So look after it. So, as I've said, don't eat into too much of a heavy deficit. Now, the really exciting place. We've got what's called a calorie ceiling. A calorie ceiling is a level. It's a level at which you can eat up to, still losing body fat and getting that physique that you want, but maintaining optimal efficiency and output in your training, your health, and your mental well-being. So, as an example, your calorie tracker says you need 2,500. But as an individual, it doesn't know you. It doesn't know your genetic material and ability. It doesn't know how hard you train. It doesn't know how many calories you're combusting when you do your weight training. It doesn't understand your cardio. It doesn't understand how many calories you use in your activity and mental function. Okay? So you might even actually be able to eat to 2,600, 2,700, even 2,800. So you could eat to 2,800 calories, still lose body fat, okay, but actually train harder, burn better body fat by training harder because you're more efficient. Your metabolism's going to be firing faster, okay, and you're going to be healthier. You're going to have much more positive well-being, okay. You're not going to be dragging your feet around and feeling really forlorn and lethargic and miserable. Don't get me wrong, dieting does have that effect a little bit anyway, okay, because your body doesn't want to burn body fat, not in that respect, okay. So you need to look for where your calorie ceiling is, okay. So that's the below calorie ceiling positives and benefits. Is your calorie ceiling is there, you eat slightly below into that deficit. Deficit does not mean drastic. Deficit is a minority, it's a minus, it's a slight amount. Okay, you eat into that slight amount, you're going to maintain optimal body fat loss and sustain soft tissue. Don't forget, bodybuilding especially is the only sport in the world in history that defies medical science, where you can burn body fat and build soft tissue living mass at the same time. At that calorie ceiling, you can still utilize burning body fat and grow lean muscle tissue. Okay, as you start to creep above that lean calorie ceiling there, you're going to start gaining muscle tissue, still probably not putting on any body fat. The higher you get, so for example we said the ceiling could be 2,800, you might be there at 3,000 calories and still not putting on body fat, but you're growing nicely now, okay. So then the higher we get, the more higher through the calorie input, the less calorie output we're putting out, you're going to start putting on fat. You see where I'm going now? So find your calorie ceiling, you can grow, you can lean up. Don't go too low, because that's the wrong thing to do. That's where you're going to start putting your body under too much stress, okay, and it becomes a vicious cycle. If you can hit that point, you're going to look the best you've ever looked in your life, okay. So that's calorie ceiling for you. Don't take tracking apps to heart, and don't take them too seriously. They're fantastic as a starting block and a tracker. That is all they are. They're merely a tracker about an idea of what's coming in and what's going out, okay, and what's within food sources, okay. They're fantastic for that, but the logic behind what you're doing is down to you, and it's about actually finding you as an individual where your calorie ceiling is, and from that you can develop your physique much more efficiently and potentially become a better person and a better physique that you've always wanted. Okay, so I hope that's helpful, guys. So that's calorie ceiling. If you've got any questions or anything like that, drop your comments below in the box. Don't forget to click subscribe and like, and any questions you've got, leave in the comments box below. You can follow me on Instagram, it's mattbowd_official. Check me out on Facebook, it's Facebook @CMP Matt Bowd.